Walton Trustees made a request for an increase in state aid for municipalities at a meeting held Monday, March 4th.
Did everyone receive my email about AIM funding resolution?
Yep.
Yes.
So as many might know, we're still in the budget process across New York State. And one of the things that is very critical to municipalities like us is AIM funding. And this is non-restricted state aid, so no strings attached, no matching. It's just money from Albany to help areas, disadvantaged areas, makes a huge difference. This contribution, though, hasn't changed in 15 years and has not adjusted for inflation. It has been frozen. It's just at a dead end there. So I'm proposing this as a resolution to request an increase, which is a similar resolution that's being sent to the governor's office and the state senate, as well as the assembly. So I can read through the resolution if you'd like.
Please. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So calling for an increase in AIM funding, whereas the Aid Incentives for Municipalities program plays a critical role in funding essential municipal services for cities and villages across New York State. And whereas city and village officials share the same priorities as our leaders, which is to make New York safer and more affordable. And whereas New York's local governments, who are on the front lines of controlling property tax affordability and ensuring public safety, are integral to achieving those goals. And whereas state has not increased AIM funding in 15 years, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, inflation has increased by nearly 45% during that time period. And whereas this neglect from the state has led to rising municipal tax burdens and harmful disinvestment in essential municipal services and staff. And whereas the property tax cap further limits the ability of local governments to properly fund services their residents need. And whereas the challenges of rising inflation, the increasing cost of labor and supplies, and the end of extraordinary federal aid only accentuate the need for an increase in AIM funding. And whereas the governor's 2024-25 executive budget proposes to keep AIM funding flat. And whereas an increase in AIM funding would reduce the local tax burden and help revitalize communities across New York State. Now therefore be it resolved, the Walton Village Board and Walton Village Mayor Ed Snow urges Governor Hochul to work with our leaders of the Senate and the Assembly to increase AIM funding in the 2024-25 adopted state budget. Copy of this resolution will be sent to Governor Kathy Hochul, Senate Majority Leader Andrea Stewart Cousins, Assembly Speaker Carl Hesty, Senator Oberacher, Assembly Member Angelino, and the New York State Conference of Mayors. And I would motion that we support this resolution and send that to all the parties.
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Here's
Thank you.
To subscribe or advertise, call 607-464-4009.